Hello grappling fans, and welcome to the Stadthalle here in Bremen from me, Orig Williams. Welcome to another night of thrills and spills from the big men of the wrestling world here in Europe. Our first contest is between Steve Regal, a young man from Blackpool of Welsh origin, and Colonel Brody of South Africa. 20 minutes duration, 1 fall, 1 submission and 1 knockout to decide the winner. An absolutely packed Stadthalle here, waiting for 4 fantastic contests.
Big mouth at the beginning of his career, but tonight his career is finished. Hey, come on, what's this shit?
And here we go. That was the ex-mercenary Colonel Sean Brody from South Africa. A very experienced wrestler goes straight into the headlock. He's up against 22-year-old Steve Regal of Blackpool. Regal powers his way out. Brody pulls him back. Referee Didier Gaffer parries. Brody goes for the hair. And Regal goes back into his headlock. Oh, and a good drop kick there by the youngster. First time we've seen him here in Eurosport. I've seen him everywhere. He's a good wrestler. He's been all over Europe. Brody, a man who takes no prisoners, pulls his man down with his hair. An illegal move, but the referee didn't see it. Stranglehold with the help of the hair. Brody gets him down again. And out comes the youngster. For the moustache, but the referee's blowing his whistle. He's asking the crowd okay, knowing the crowd will say okay. And referee Didier Gaff breaks the hold in the only way he knew possible. Toe and ankle hold, and out goes Brody. Oh, Brody's out. Spun out the ring on a toe and ankle hold by this youngster from Blackpool, Steve Regal. Back comes the Colonel, looking mean and ferocious, straight into a full Nelson. Easy chant the crowd, but the Colonel knows otherwise. The Colonel's wrestled all over the world, giving a good account of himself wherever he goes. Throws his man twice onto the rope. Notice the contact was on the Adam's apple against the rope. Not a pleasant move if you haven't applied to yourself. Regal switches the full Nelson. Oh, and a good throw there. A good throw. The Colonel staggering against the rope, and over comes Regal, and the Colonel's out. The Colonel's out the ring. Let's have a look at this again. Over goes the Colonel. Lands there. Up he gets. Balancing against the rope. In comes this kid from Blackpool, and over goes the Colonel. Both men still feeling each other out. Steve Regal giving a good account of himself here. First time he's been in a big tournament like this. He's only 22 years of age. Stands 6'2" and weighs 18.5 stone. Brody hailing blows in on him. Oh, and a head scissors there, and Brody goes out the ring again. He's spending more time out the ring than he is in it. Well, I must say, I am impressed with this Steve Regal. Over comes the Colonel. You'll know he's been in a bout here. Two good elbows there. And the Colonel called to truce. In his first season in Europe, Steve Regal's given a good account of himself. Totally dedicated, this boy. Trains hard every day. Lives for his work, which of course is wrestling. But he'll have to go some to beat this very, very experienced grappler from South Africa. As I told you before, this man has wrestled extensively all over the world. And inside the business, it is known that he is a sadist. He loves applying pain, which he's doing here. He is ripping the cartilages out of Regal's knees. Good kick to the knee. That, of course, is a weakener. Throws Regal to the rope, and another kick to the knee, but this time he misses. And Regal catches the Colonel's leg. Spins him round, and a clothesline. Good leg drop there. This is a typical British wrestler. He knows all the moves. He has been taught well back home in Britain. He has had a thorough grounding in this game of grappling. Before they come here to Europe, they must know the business. And this Steve Regal certainly knows it. Although he's a youngster, he knows his way around the ring. But ran straight on to a back elbow from Colonel Brody. I can't help feeling that the longer the contest goes, Brody is more and more in control. Steve Regal isn't out of the contest yet. He's getting the Colonel over the top rope, and out he goes. This is the 4th or 5th time that the Colonel has hit the deck outside the rope. You grappling fans in England, you'll see the change here. The referee uses the whistle instead of a public warning to make the man break. Steve Regal going for a monkey climb. 1, 2, oh, here he is. He's hailing the bros in on the Colonel. And a good monkey climb. Maybe he should have taken longer and hailed more bros onto the Colonel, but it was still a good monkey climb. Certainly a good elbower. Colonel blocks a hip toss, picks his man up, and goes for the kamikaze crush, and there he is. 1, 2, 3. And the winner is the Colonel Brody. As we see it again, there he goes for the kamikaze roll, picks his man's leg up. There's no way about it. The winner of this first contest is Colonel Brody from South Africa. Very experienced wrestler. The youngster's experience wasn't enough.
Eurosport.
Ladies and gentlemen, back at the Stadhalle. Welcome back from me, Oric Williams, Tony St. Clair, formerly of Red Ruth in Cornwall, now of Rill in Wales, against Giant Haystacks of Manchester. And St. Clair goes straight into the attack, but the Giant was only toying with him. St. Clair keeping his man at bay with left hooks. St. Clair now living in Wales, but hails from Red Ruth in Cornwall. St. Clair, his opponent, Giant Haystacks, now living in Manchester from Kilshamar in Southern Ireland. Haystacks wrestling under a special license from the United States of America here in Germany. And as usual, as we are led to expect, Haystacks powers his man into the deck, dominates the early exchanges. Haystacks stands 6 feet 11 against St. Clair's 6 foot 3 inches. 6 foot 11, a tremendous height. St. Clair is no midget. He's a giant in his own right. Referee again, a very, very competent man from Paris, Didier Gaff, one of Europe's best. But he could well have trouble with this Giant. If the Giant is on song, he is unbeatable. And he is dominating these early exchanges, crushing and pulverizing St. Clair. Goes to one of his favorite holds, a nerve hold. Not many men can break clean of that. St. Clair trying to power his way free, and he does, and he chops the Giant. But the Giant, one feels that the Giant lets them go, and then waits for them coming back and chops them back down again. He's in control. He knows really well it's hard to beat a 6 foot 11, 45 stone man. The biggest wrestler in Europe and the biggest man I've ever seen. He is a truly colossus character. Look how insignificant St. Clair looks there as his head and his body is crushed by these gigantic arms on this colossus from Kilshamar. St. Clair going for the hair despite the whistle. The Giant just stands there taking these blows. He's not hurt really. St. Clair goes. St. Clair's trying to put him out. And the Giant is halfway out the ring. But he's held back by the referee Didier Gapp, who knew it was an illegal move. End of round one. 6 5-minute rounds. Tony St. Clair versus Giant Haystacks. St. Clair with a big crowd here at the Stadthalle in Bremen, all behind him. A beautifully built specimen of a wrestler. Very, very often referred to as the European Hulk Hogan. And I would venture to suggest that Tony St. Clair knows an awful lot more holds, pound for pound, than Hulk Hogan. He is the son of Francis St. Clair, a truly great and memorable British heavyweight champion in his day. And his brother Roy was also a British champion, but the Giant just uses him and throws him out of the ring despite a warning from Didier Gap. And the Giant is in no mood for trivialities. As St. Clair comes back in, he headbutts him straight back down, back onto the floor. He knows he's got 2 warnings to go. He can afford to play outside the rules. But up comes St. Clair. The speaker tells him to stop, but the Giant will take no notice. This man doesn't take prisoners. He will go within 1 inch of a disqualification just to get what he wants. He loves to hear bones crunching. Oh, but the Giant misses. The Giant misses St. Clair's head. And St. Clair is back, raining blows. Taking a bit long over it. Back he comes, and the Giant's straggling. St. Clair's going upstairs. St. Clair's going upstairs. Here he is. Oh, and a tremendous clothesline. And Haystacks is down. Unbelievable. The Giant doesn't seem to know where he is, and St. Clair is aiming kicks at his head. Let's have a look at this again. A dive bomb from St. Clair hurls himself at the Giant, and unbelievably the Giant is down, all 45 stones of him. St. Clair is in control. Here it comes again, but he staggers back. Now once the Giant stands on his feet and he sees you coming, there's no way out. You can't escape. But St. Clair smashes his opponent's head into the corner post. Pulled the corner pad down and smashed the Giant's head into the post. And again, you'll notice how the pad has moved down. And the Giant seems cut. Yes, the Giant's head is cut as one would expect from a bare corner hook. The Giant's head is indeed cut, and St. Clair is raining blows onto his cut forehead. An elbow there, and the Giant could be in trouble here. We could be going for a disqualification. A left hook, and another one from St. Clair, and the Giant is bleeding badly. But there goes the end of the second round. The second round is over, and the Giant seems to be in trouble. But St. Clair came back well there in front of this massive audience here at the Stadthalle in Bremen. St. Clair is on his toes, ready before the bell goes even, and he's raining more blows, yet more blows onto the Giant's forehead. The Giant is badly cut, bleeding all over the place. Can he survive this? Misses with a blow, and the Giant is staggering. I've never seen him in trouble like this. St. Clair's gone out somewhere, and St. Clair is coming back. Oh, and he's got an object in his hand. St. Clair's got an object in his hand. Oh, that was foolish. That was very, very foolish of St. Clair. And that, as we can see now, is a tin can, and he hurls it at the Giant's head, and there is a spectator in the ring. A spectator totally got carried away, and now the Giant is following Tony St. Clair out of the ring, picks a chair up, and he's getting ready, and he's smashing Tony St. Clair over his head with the chair, puts the chair on St. Clair's chest, and pushes all of his 45 stone onto St. Clair's throat. There's no way St. Clair can carry on here. And who's this? Another spectator? No, it's Otto Vance, the former CWA World Wrestling Champion. He's come down here to the ringside, and he's helping St. Clair. He's talking to the Giant. There could be trouble here, and the Giant is beating badly. St. Clair wants to carry on. The spectators, all 12,000 of them are up on their feet, and the referee has disqualified Giant Haystacks, and St. Clair is not finished. Here we go. The winner by disqualification is the Welsh boy Tony St. Clair.
Eurosport.
Personally, all night since I read the program, what a tremendous contest this should be. In the ring, in the blue dressing gown, Millie Zrno of Croatia, Yugoslavia, the European Tag Team Champion, against one of the foremost wrestlers in the world. I need to tell you who it is. We know this man, and we know his wife had managed to rest. Dave Finlay being led into the ring by Princess Paula. This music, Belfast is now known all over the world, simply because Finlay is one, if not the world's most exciting wrestlers. But he's up against a tremendous wrestler here tonight in Millie Zrno. Millie Zrno giving away over a stone in weight, but he is a tremendous wrestler. Came out of the Iron Country Curtain to be trained in Belgium by the legendary Charlie Varouche. And Dave Finlay was trained in Belfast by his own father, the Irish Olympic coach himself, called Dave Finlay. He came out of Belfast, and he has fought his way all over the world. There is no better wrestler. And I am sure if he's beaten here by Millie Zrno, then I will tell you at the end of the contest, Millie Zrno is the best wrestler in the world. Finlay knows not 1,000 but 1,000,000 holes. He's never lost. But look at this Yugoslavian powering his way off the deck. Look at the way he's lifting himself up. Look at this. Oh, and he pushes Finlay up. What about that for strength? Finlay, as usual, trying to intimidate his opponent. What about this backhammer? Look at the balance on Finlay there. Goes for a nerve hold, pushes his man down. Finlay looking at Princess Paula in the corner over here, just above us, looking for his crooks. Oh, what a tremendous move by Millie Zrno. But Finlay hangs on. You can't get rid of this Belfast bruiser that easy. Oh, what about the arm drag from one side to the other? I told you. He knows the professional game, and he knows the amateur game, does this Millie Zrno. He knows every game inside that square rope, believe me. Back we go, but Finlay holds on. You don't break Finlay's grip that easy, and he comes up smiling as if nothing has happened. Look at this move by Zrno. Well, this is a contest between definitely two of Europe's best wrestlers. I've seen a lot of American wrestling, but when you look at it, when you look down at the nitty-gritty, there is nothing better than good old European wrestling. The European wrestling, there are holds. You don't just see a clothesline and a tackle, you see every move there is. Watch Finlay and you'll see what wrestling's all about. Watch Zrno, he also knows what it's all about. These two guys know every move there is. It's like a game of chess. One move and then a counter move. A kick there right under Finlay's jaw. It would have knocked most men out, but this Belfast Bruiser is in the best condition I've ever seen him. Going for a single leg Boston. This could be it. It could be all over for Zrno. Finlay putting the weight on. Believe me, if you're in that hole, then you know your back goes, the back of your leg goes, your ankle goes, your arm goes, everything goes. And Finlay's applying tremendous pressure here. Can he get a submission? No, he hasn't got it. Changes it to a toe and ankle hold, and he's spun out by Zrno. You see what I mean about tremendous move for move. European wrestling cannot be beaten when you've got wrestlers like these two. It's a move and a counter move. Here goes Zrno. Goes for a monkey climb right on the smaller Finlay's back, and a drop kick there right under Finlay's jaw. He knows he's been in about. On his knee, toe and ankle hold, that's the one. Oh, right, as I said, right on the small of his back. Here comes the monkey climb again. Over he goes. Voila! What a tremendous athlete. And there's a leg trap. An amateur move. Here comes Finlay again. This is another amateur move. He was well taught by his father at the Carrickfergus Club. Look at that. He's trapped Zrno's knee, and he's pushing his knee and his toes towards the back of his head. When this bout is over, get somebody on the floor and try and push his leg into the back of his head. Not only is he a tremendous wrestler, he is a terrific showman, which of course is what you need in this game. Finlay, being the heavier by a stone, is dominating this contest now. But Zrno's not beaten yet. Another single leg Boston, and look at it. Pulling at the back of that leg, pulling the toes to try and touch his opponent's head. I'm grateful it's not me at the end of that. Zrno comes out, goes. Finlay goes for the toe and ankle. Can't get it on from kicks from Zrno. Zrno of Yugoslavia knows how to block these holds. Finlay's heard the bell, but he's taking no notice. The bell has gone, but Finlay knows no mercy. And now Princess Paula is up. Princess Paula is up in the corner, arguing with Didier Gap, distracting. She knows what's happening. She knows that Finlay would use them extra precious seconds when he was on top to batter his opponent. So up she comes to distract referee Didier Gap's attention. Finlay looks at Princess Paula. What shall I do next? He's trying to intimidate his opponent. A good elbow there by Zrno. Head there. Oh, and a good knee drop. A good knee drop to Finlay's jaw. Oh, and a good kick. This is some tremendous wrestler. This Millie Zrno. Drops a good elbow. He's got Finlay on the run, and out goes Finlay. Zrno misses with a kick. But Finlay had already dropped himself out of the ring. He was looking for a respite. He was looking for his manager as Princess Paula. Now it's all Millie Zrno from Croatia in Yugoslavia. Pulls his back in the ring. A two-handed pull in there. Whoa, 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 says Finlay. Steady on, but Millie Zrno makes an amateurish mistake by talking to the referee, turning his back on Finlay, who obviously isn't going to miss it. Zrno's pulled the pad down and runs Finlay's head into it. Well, this is one of the best contests I've seen in a long, long time. Oh, and a good move there by this Croatian. Well, folks, this is the kind of contest that you hate when there has to be a loser. A draw would be a fair result. As Millie Zrno tries to drag Finlay's knee out of its socket. And Princess Paula, as ever, is there shouting advice to her husband, telling him exactly what to do. Oh! Finlay made a mistake of getting hold of the top rope. Zrno, look at this. What a good leg drop. What a good leg drop. Tries to pull his leg out the joint, and now wallet. Finlay had no defense. He left himself defenseless. And now Zrno is getting a yellow card. Is it Zrno? Yes, it is Zrno. For not breaking the hold when Finlay was on the ropes. And out goes Zrno, out of the ring, followed by Finlay. As I've told you before, this is totally illegal. Oh, Princess Paula went to hit Millie Zrno, but she missed and hit her own husband. She missed Millie Zrno. Here comes the replay. Watch for this. Look at that cloud. Zrno saw it coming. Ducked, and Finlay caught the full wrath of his own wife. What a sensational happening. Finlay doesn't know what to do. He is annoyed. He's been made to look a fool of by his own wife. Stand back, he says to Zrno. He wants to calm things down. The princess was full of apologies there for hitting her own husband. And Zrno thinks he's got Finlay on the run. Zrno's on the attack. Start of the fifth round. Mille, shout this tremendous audience here in Bremen. Oh, and a good head scissors there. An old-fashioned move. And here we go, another one. They don't come any better than these. And a drop kick, and Finlay's out the ring again. Finlay is out. Up comes the manageress again. What are you doing out here? Look at these. You'd never see these in American wrestling. You'd only see these in British wrestling, or in European wrestling, rather. Two tremendous head scissors. And watch this drop kick. Stretches himself out. Finlay had no say in it. He's out over the top rope. Well, whoever wins this knows he is a wrestler. in there by Zrno. Over goes Finlay, misses him the first time. Zrno leaps over him, waits for the cross buttock, hooks the man's legs away. 1, 2. No, not quite. Charlie Barouche caught this man. He knew what he was doing, did Charlie Barouche. Good drop kick again. Millie Zrno, a good amateur wrestler and a great professional. A credit to the Croatians, a credit to his country, Yugoslavia. Finlay picks him up and slams him down. That stone in weight is a tremendous difference at this late stage of the contest. 1 round to go, 6 5-minute round. Here comes Finlay. Oh, that knee right to the man's jaw. He times them well. And here's the other one. Believe me, folks, those knees hurt. But Zrno catches him, waiting for the third one. You see, you cannot repeat yourself too many times because your opponent knows and he's waiting for it. This is truly a game of chess from 2 tremendous wrestlers. One of the best, most exciting contests I've ever seen.